Hi, my name's Jim Turner. I invented the Optibike to give you the best riding experience of any electric bike. The Optibike is acknowledged throughout the world as the best electric bike you can buy, over 2 years ahead of its competition. Today, I want to tell you a little bit about how we do that. There's 3 areas which make a great electric bike and where the Optibike excels. The first is handling. The Optibike is the best handling bike you can buy, and that gives you safety. Second, it has the longest range of any electric bike, up to 9 times other mass-produced electric bikes. And that means you have freedom to go where you want, when you want. The third, it has the best hill climbing ability of any electric bike. It has climbed Pikes Peak, and that gives you confidence. You know you can go the distance and go where you want to go. So let's look at the bike and see the areas that make the Optibike the best. So in handling, there's 3 areas that really produce good handling. And the first is the Optibike frame. The Optibike frame was designed specifically to give you an outstanding weight balance. The patented frame holds the lithium-ion battery in the frame here. The frame design acts like a keel on a sailboat. A sailboat has a keel with the weight down low, and that produces great stability in the sailboat. And that's the same theory used on the Optibike. The weight is low. The Optibike is ridden by championship downhill racers who say it is the best handling bike they've ever ridden. And that's amazing considering the custom machinery they have. The other thing a good handling bike needs is suspension. Some people will tell you suspension isn't important on a bike or an electric bike. But with an Optibike it is. With a performance bike like this, you're traveling higher speeds and you want to feel confidence if you're going to hit a bump, hit a rock in the road or a tree or something. And that's why we have suspension. And we only use world-class suspension. These forks by Fox have won the World Downhill Championships. That gives you an idea of the impact they can take and the quality they have. We also use a Fox air shock. This is an ultralight shock with an air spring that can be infinitely adjustable for a wide range of riders. All of the highest quality made in America. The third component is wheels. Wheels need to be really light. The wheels are the unsprung mass. When I was an engineer in the Advanced Vehicle Controls Division at Ford, Ford offered each engineer $1 million if they could reduce 1 pound of weight from the wheels or unsprung mass of a car. Now a car wheel is 60 to 80 pounds, and they knew that 1 pound would make a difference on a car. Think what 1 pound makes on a 60-pound bicycle. So we use the lightest wheels, again, competition grade. Now, you have all this handling, you can go over the bumps. There's one thing that's left, is the ability to stop. All our bikes use Avid hydraulic disc brakes, and they stop whether it's wet, hot, or dry. You're going to stop on a dime. You don't want to have rim grabbing brakes. Those are just not going to stop you at the speeds you go on an electric bike. Now that may be true on other brands. The lower cost brands don't go very fast and those brakes might work. But an Optibike, when you can go down hills fast or on the road fast, you want the best handling brakes they are. So the longest range, Optibike definitely has the longest range, is up to 9 times other electric bikes. And we do that with a military-grade battery made in the United States. The electronics in a battery are very important to give the best performance and the longest life. Our batteries have the longest warranty in the industry. We have a 3-year, 30,000-mile warranty. No one even comes close. They might offer you a 6-month warranty, even a year. But this is 3 years, 30,000 miles, and the battery will run far beyond that. So it's not going to just drop dead at 3 years. It'll keep going. Now where the Optibike really shines is its hill climbing ability. Absolutely will outclimb any hill, any other electric bike. It has climbed Pikes Peak. And when you can climb any hill, you'll have confidence. Confidence you can go where you want to go, and that's what the Optibike's all about. So how do we do that? How do we get the best hill climbing ability you can have. Well, it's a long story, but I'll make it short. When I started developing the Optibike, I thought a hub motor, a motor in the rear wheel, is where you want to be. It sounded like the most efficient idea. So I commissioned one of the world's leading experts in motor design to design me a hub motor. So for several months he worked on designs, and then he came back to me and said, Jim, we got a problem. I just don't think this design is going to work. It's going to be heavy, probably 15 pounds or 10 pounds. And it's not very efficient. You ought to look for a different way to do this. So I went back to my laboratory and started working again. Couldn't come up with an idea. Then one day while I was out riding my road bike, I came up with an aha experience. And I realized that the human muscle system is very similar to a battery motor system. Now the bicycle is the most efficient means of transportation there is in converting energy to distance traveled. It has evolved over 100 years to get to that most efficient vehicle. And I thought, well, if it works with human muscles and the battery and motor are like a muscle, I will just put the motor system in parallel with the rider. I won't stick it on the wheels where it would make weight. I'll put it in parallel. And that's how the patented motorized bottom bracket came into existence. The motorized bottom bracket is contained down where the pedals are, like in a conventional bike. And what it does, it works in parallel with you. So it actually drives the front chainring just like you were pedaling. Now you can start pedaling with the bike, and you're in perfect harmony with the bike. And as you shift gears, the motor is always balanced with your riding. If you're riding a hub motor, you'll find that the motor is only balanced at one speed. If you're climbing a steep hill, the motor will labor and you won't get up the hill or overheat. If you're going faster down the road, the motor won't keep up. And that's why the Optibike is so efficient you can climb any hill. I guarantee you'll be able to outclimb any other rider. In fact, I believe a rider on the Optibike would easily be able to beat Lance Armstrong in a Tour de France time trial. That's how efficient and powerful the system is.